Welcome to today's explainer. We're about to go on an incredible journey inside an ancient text from the Ginza Rabba. But I don't want you to think of this as just some dusty old book. I want you to imagine this text like an epic, cinematic, graphic novel. Seriously, it's a living, breathing story about facing anxiety, fighting through genuine, terrifying darkness, and ultimately discovering some pretty deep cosmic truths about our place in the world. Now, you might be wondering how this ancient story relates to you. Well, have you ever just been doom scrolling through the news or swiping through social media and felt like chaos was literally closing in from every side? Like the world is just this incredibly dark, confusing place? That is exactly how our protagonist Adam felt thousands of years ago. It's a very modern type of anxiety, the kind we deal with all the time today, but it's wrapped up in this ancient, cosmic story that totally reflects our shared human fears.
Chapter 1. Adam's Call in the Darkness.
Okay, let's dive into this. Imagine starting a video game on the absolute hardest difficulty, right? No tutorial, no warm-up, just dropped straight into a totally ruined wasteland. That's the physical world our protagonist, Mana, or Adam Mana, finds himself in. He isn't just some ordinary guy. He's a cosmic messenger sent from his perfect, totally safe celestial home. And his mission? To fix this massive ruin. It's a gigantic, completely overwhelming quest for one person. It honestly feels a lot like the heavy expectations and pressures so many of us feel stacked against us right now. And this pressure really weighs on him. Listen to this direct quote from the text. "The demons surrounded me, and the rebels of darkness encompassed me. I trembled to the bone." You can literally feel the sheer terror there. This isn't some invincible, fearless superhero who just shrugs it off. This is someone having a very real, tangible panic attack when facing the dark reality of the physical world. He is terrified. And honestly, that vulnerability is exactly what makes him a hero we can relate to. He cries out in deep despair, asking, "I have no creator with me, so who is my guard?" What's so brilliant here is how perfectly this captures that universal human feeling of total isolation. When things get incredibly tough, whether you're dealing with insane stress at school, heavy drama with friends, or just overthinking your whole future, it's completely natural to wonder, who has my back? Who is actually guarding me? But right at the absolute lowest point of his despair, everything shifts. Chapter 2. The Great Comforting Voice. Out of nowhere, this voice provides immediate, decisive reassurance, and it draws a really clear contrast. On one hand, you have those who plot, scheme, and just spread darkness and toxicity. But then look at their ultimate fate. They will be driven away and drown in their own darkness. The comforting voice is telling Adam, and us really, that chaos won't win. Negative people and dark situations will ultimately consume themselves. You don't actually have to fight every single battle yourself, because the universe has its own way of restoring balance.
Chapter 3. Secret of the Dark World.
But Adam is smart, and he's curious just like you. He doesn't just want a pat on the back. He wants to understand the root cause of all this. He asks the ultimate question. Why did Patel create such a bad world and plant a bad seed? Like, if the universe is supposed to be organized, why is the world so broken? It's the exact same question we all ask today when we see injustice or suffering. We get frustrated, and we instantly want someone to blame for the mess. To actually understand the answer, we have to know who Tahil really is. Tahil isn't some malicious, mustache-twirling villain. He is simply the architect of the physical realm. He was just following highly complex orders from a much higher authority. So the crucial point is this. Ptahil only made this world by the command of the great living. The comforting voice basically asks Adam to calm down and not to curse Ptahil. His actions were actually part of a much grander, authorized cosmic design. Sometimes things that seem incredibly flawed, messy, or painful to us in the moment are actually part of a much bigger picture that we just can't fully see yet. Chapter 4. The Day of the End. This deep understanding sets the stage for the epic climax of our cosmic graphic novel, The Day Everything is Reset. The text describes this end with an incredible cinematic rhythm. First, the sky is folded up like a scroll. Then, everyone falls. Angels, jinn, humans, literally no exceptions. The sun and moon just go out and the stars fall. Just let the sheer scale of that sink in for a second. It's the ultimate server reboot of a flawed system, where every single aspect of the physical world as we know it comes to a complete halt. But right in the middle of this massive cosmic destruction, look at what happens to Plothal, the architect of this flawed world. He gets an ultimate restoration. He is magnified and honored. He gets baptized in the Yardna, which represents living water and absolute purity. And he's actually compensated for all his suffering. This beautifully illustrates that even the creator of a deeply flawed world will find redemption and healing in the end. There is no absolute, unforgivable evil here. It's just a system that simply needs to be purified.
Chapter 5. Reconciliation with Ptahil.
And this brilliantly illustrates one of the most profound and mature moments in the entire text, reconciliation. When Adam finally meets Ptahil face to face, it's a moment of absolute cosmic harmony. Picture this. Final council, they are sitting together under one single shade. And the brilliance really lies in the structure here. Ptahil is actually granted kingship and authority over Adam. The former adversaries find perfect balance. The conflict is totally, completely over. So how did Adam react to this? Did he fight it? Nope. Adam lowered his head, praised, sought forgiveness, and fully accepted Ptahil's role. True maturity, whether it's for Adam or for us, isn't about fighting every single thing and just staying angry all the time. Maturity is about understanding the bigger picture, letting go of our initial anger, and accepting how things are structured for the sake of universal balance. Basically, Adam leveled up his consciousness.
Chapter 6. Journey back to peace.
Now, having fully understood his mission and reconciled with his past, Adam is ready for his triumphant return. Let's trace this majestic journey. Adam ascends, guided by his creator. Together they cross the cosmic stations. They pass by the ultimate scale of justice and reach the sons of peace, until Adam finally settles down in the house of the great living. It's the absolute ultimate reward for facing the darkness, a deep sense of cosmic belonging and an unshakable inner peace. So I want to leave you with this really profound question. Just like Adam, we all face our own darkness, whether it's personal anxiety, fear of what the future holds, or just feeling totally overwhelmed by the chaos of the modern world. But when we finally learn to step back, look at the bigger picture, and reconcile with the things we simply cannot control, how do we find our own path to peace? Remember Adam's journey the next time you feel overwhelmed. The darkness is just a station in the story, not the end of the game. Thanks so much for joining me for this explainer. I really hope you found some inspiration and clarity to take into your own journey.